Baker. This is the bumping with Jazzie Baker. Bumping with the H-Town, getting down, rolling through, passing through that Houston town, city limits. This is you bumping with Jazzie Baker. This is you bumping with Jazzie Baker. JBMCQ11, they call it music channel. Queen of the soul, it's time to let the world know where she from. Here she go. This year I'm bumping with Jazzie Baker. This year I'm bumping with Jazzie Baker. They call her queen of the music in the music soul. They call her queen of the music in the music soul. JBMCQ11, they call her music channel.
Hey everybody, how y'all doing? Thank you for being here. Thank you for tuning in. I love you. We are here for a fabulous show today. Excuse my attire. I had to rush home, load the show from work, drive through and weave and bob through the traffic. It was notorious, but I think I made it. I think I got on the freeway a little early, so that was a good thing. You are tuned in live, jamming with Jazzie Spotlight Hour on JBMCQ1, where we are connecting independent music artists across the globe through music every Tuesday night, except for holidays, at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So go tell somebody that we are here. We have a very special guest tonight. We are excited about him being here, and we thank him already so much for being here. I'm going to get through my little PSAs, and then we're going to get this show started and end the night on a good note. All right, that sounds good. First of all, I know I told you guys a while back about this young lady. She's from my hometown. They live in Lamarck. She is been qualified in the Junior Olympics. That's a wonderful thing. We need to continue to encourage the children. If they have a gift, make sure you do whatever you need to, even if you have to put out there for someone to help you donate for that child to get there and be able for their gifts to be seen. You never know where it's going to take them. So I need everyone to get on board with me and continue to support my little hometown athlete who is competing in the Junior Olympics at the end of this month in Iowa. If you found the clip on Channel 11, they did a write-up and news clippings of her story. Go and check it out. It is on Channel 11 on the web page, and you can find it under Tiny, Tiney is how she spells her name. But please give whatever you can. They're still trying to raise money to get there and get back and be able to help her compete for the Junior Olympics so that she can go to the bigger Olympics. And by doing so, you see where you can donate to her, and it's at 832-946-7028. You can Zelle. The Cash App is unavailable at this time. So if you can Zelle that number and donate what you can, $5, $1, $100, $1,000, whatever you, 500, whatever you can donate, please contribute to that. And let's make her go big at the Olympics, all the way from Lamarck, Texas, by way of Odessa, Texas. So come on, guys. Everybody give what you can. And if you want to hear her remarkable story again, go on Channel 11 webpage under the subject Tiney, and you'll be able to see more about her story. We're going to get through our little further PSAs. If you are a recording artist and you want to co-host with me, come on over Come on over. Come on over. We are happy to have you here to co-host with us. We just having fun over here, and that's what we like to do. We like to kick back and allow you guys to know more about some of the artists that you go out and support locally. And let me just say this while I'm on that subject. And I heard my brother Pat Williams say this, he was on our show as well. Please, guys, learn how to support independent music artists simply because it's a task. And we say that all the time. You spend you spend thousands of dollars or hundreds of dollars to go support. And I'm not telling you not to support your favorite circular artists, okay? Your mainstream artists. I'm not telling you not to do that. What I am saying is you have talented musicians. You have talented artists that are right under your feet, no matter where you are, in Texas, in California, in Alabama, in New Mexico, in Georgia, wherever you are, Tennessee, wherever. Go and support your local artists. It only costs you $10 or $20 to get into that venue to see that local artist, and everything that they do when they come to perform is about bringing you the best show that they possibly can, and that costs money. It costs time. Please go and support your local artists, okay? If you want to submit a proposal to have your show, your brand, aired here, inbox me in my email at jbmcq1@yahoo.com. That's where you can submit your ad for a commercial, okay? If you want to host your own show, all right, you can host your own show on this network, and just email me at jbmcq1 yahoo.com, at yahoo.com. All right, that's my little PSAs. Let's get on to what we are here for. We have a very special guest tonight. He is a producer, a vocalist, a performer, a multi-instrumental and songwriter. Okay, he is a one that knows how to play several of those instruments. Okay, so he is very talented, and he has traveled all over the United States performing and rocking shows for all of his fans with such big name artists such as Pokey Bear, J. Paul Jr., Tank, Lazy Bone from Bone Thugs and Harmony, Calvin Richardson, Cupid, Lil Wayne, Scarface, Ronnie Bell, Omar Cunningham, Urban Mystic, John Juan, Tyree, Neil, Adrian Bagger, BRob, P2K, Wendell B. Tucker, and Fat Daddy. Let me just do something that I almost forgot to do. I don't know what's wrong with me. Let's introduce, because she's so busy, and sometimes she's here, sometimes she's not. And I forget, when she's going to be here, when she's not. Let me introduce my co-host. Hey, this is live. Live goes any kind of way, right? It is time to introduce my beautiful co-host. She is a multi-genre recording vocal artist who's been a resident of Houston, Texas for a very long time, but she is originally a Valley girl, born and raised in Los Angeles, California, guys. In the industry, with her multi-talented gifts as a soul, blues, pop, rock, jazz, funk, R&B, country, and gospel. With so much talent, it landed her the big win in the blues category for Houston's 2023 Houston's Black Music Awards Association, okay? Please give a great big JBMCQ1 welcome to my beautiful soul sister, Miss Laura Sims.
Hi, Jazz. How you doing?
beautiful. How are you?
I'm doing well. I know. I text Jazz earlier because I said both of us we have been so busy. I've been in the
So busy.
studio. I mean, every week I've been in the studio. I'm working on somebody else's project. It's not my project yet, and we just been so
Yeah,
busy. We both had birthdays. She had a party. I had a
everything.
party too, but we won't mention. I know she had a splendid party, and
It was. It was
yeah,
so
and
nice.
my brother got married over the weekend, and I had some other parties to go and sing for and attend, and so we really haven't had time to even talk on the phone. But here we
At
are,
all.
and I was in the studio last week, so I was filming in the studio and saying, "Here, Jazz, hi, Jazz," and and I got to get back to work, So yeah, but here I am. Hi, everybody. So this is how the
Yes,
story
welcome.
goes.
Welcome. So
Hmm.
glad you can make it. I'm driving and beaving and wobbing through traffic, and she texted me. So I was like, "Look, I had to call you because I can't reach a text. What's going on?" She said, "I'm gonna be on the show tonight." I'm like, "Okay." So they both were already on. I'm trying to get through the PSA so we don't have to be here all night and keep everybody up all night. But I'm like, oh Lord, I'm already introducing, and my co-host is sitting over here, and I forgot. I
Oh, that's all
forgot.
right. Like
But
you said, I'm here sometimes, and here sometimes I'm not.
yes,
I still could be like
so
right here, and sometimes I'm not. I may not be.
exactly,
Just,
exactly.
yeah. Okay.
Yes, and I wasn't able to get out of my work clothes before I come on because when you have to engineer your own show, it's a lot going on, and that's when everybody want to text and call at the same time, and all of that. And so I'm like, oh my God, um, I gotta go. I look a hot mess. At least I need to touch up my makeup or something. I don't wear that much makeup, but um,
Well, I just came from therapy, so I told you I just came from therapy. I hadn't eaten anything all day, so I just fixed a little something to eat. Had a little hot link and
right,
some chips, and here I am. Here
right.
we are. Here we
Here
are.
we are.
We're
It's
here.
live. And live do what it do. You know what
Right.
I'm
We're
saying?
here.
That's the
Absolutely.
fun part about
Absolutely.
live. That's the fun
Right.
part about live. So don't
Yeah.
laugh at us, laugh with us because we're laughing. Y'all laugh, okay?
Right. We will
Just
be
kick
laughing.
back and try to have fun. Please remember to comment. Nice comments now because you don't want to make me mad because what we're doing here is supporting people. So don't do that. Don't be ugly. If you don't have anything nice to say, as your grandma and your mom used to say, don't say nothing at all. Keep scrolling. But yeah, it's a wonderful thing, and we're just gonna have fun. Leave your comments. I won't be able to. Some of the artists may be able to um, talk to you guys while we are on the air. I won't be able to till after we're off the air, simply because I have to do all of this on my own. So I'll be doing my best, and it's gonna get better. So I'm not worried about it. So at least I'm trying to love on people and plant that seed that we do the same, right?
Absolutely.
We have to love on each other. Well, we're going to get past ourselves, and we're going to make this night about our special guest. And again, I won't read all the big name people that our special artist has worked with, but he is a multi genre talented artist, along with his multi instrumentalist gifts that he has, by meaning that he plays several instruments, a gift. But he is a gospel, rap, blues, and southern soul, straight out of Elgin, Texas. But he has made Austin, Texas his home for, and have been in the music business for over 40 years. His previous world tours, with platinum recording artists, most definitely do not make him a stranger to these parts of the South. He is currently on the move, and he performs around the nation under his own name and label. Please, guys, show some genuine JBMCQ1 love to my very special, special guest, my brother, Mr. BRob. Hey, BRob, what's happening?
How y'all doing, ladies? How y'all doing?
Hello, how are
We
you?
good.
I'm
Hi.
just fine. I can't complain.
I know that's right. It ain't gonna do no good.
You right about that. I found that out a long time ago.
Long time ago.
Yes,
Long
man.
time ago. Yes. How you been?
I've been good, Miss Jazz. You know what I'm saying? Just living, enjoying life, and staying in the studio. Coming up with new material and just doing me.
That's it. That's
Yes,
what you
ma'am.
gotta do.
Yes,
That's what
That
ma'am.
it's
is
about.
it. That is it. You gotta keep what King George said, you gotta keep that train rolling. You just
That's
gotta
right.
keep it going.
That's
It
right.
don't
Gotta keep
stop. You
moving.
gotta
That's
jump on where you can and keep
that's for sure.
riding.
That's for sure. Uh-huh.
Well, I just first want to say thank you so much for taking out time on your busy set schedule because I know you're like myself and many other artists that got to hold down a full-time job to keep the home front going. So I
Yes, ma'am.
know outside of work and in the studio performing and traveling and all that good stuff that we like to do,
Right.
um, you have a busy, busy schedule. And I just want to thank you for taking out the time to come on here so people can get to know more about who BRob is, what BRob's doing, what BRob is about, what BRob had going on and still got going on. We just want the world to know what is up with BRob.
Yes, ma'am. I'm here to put it on the platform.
Right, right.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, yes. So Um, I haven't seen you since October of 22
Yeah.
when you were on Miss T Chasin and myself and Bobby Powell's production at Emmett's. And
Yes.
I tell you guys, if you didn't make that show, you missed a treat. We had so many Texas artists in
Yes.
town and a Louisiana artist and on that show, and we just had a wonderful, wonderful time. When these
We
guys perform, they bring nothing short of the best of who they are and what they do. And so I haven't seen you personally since then.
yeah, it's been a good minute, Miss Jazz. It's been a good minute,
Well,
but
I'm
we
glad to meet you. My pleasure. My name is Laura
likewise,
Sims.
likewise, Miss Sims.
Okay.
It's a pleasure to meet you as well. But we had a ball, Miss Jazz.
Yeah,
That's one to remember. We really did. I mean, we had a great time.
we had a great time. It was really fun. Me and T and Bobby, we worked very hard to bring that event to pass. It was something that Emmett's had never had over there. It's Southern Soul. They
Right.
do Zydeco and they do jazz and they do blues, but they never had a Southern Soul artist even come in there pretty much and do anything. So we put on their production and
And
we
it was nice.
celebrated them as well. Yeah, because
Yes,
they're a
ma'am.
legendary um, venue.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
And it was nice. I mean, and it
It
showed.
was it was fun. It was
Yes.
really fun. It was really fun. Well, you know how we do it over here. The first thing we like to ask is what how you got started. What age were you when you decided to do music? I know that you started in the church just
Yeah.
like most of
Most of us,
us
right?
do.
Yes. Yep. That's the truth.
And yeah, so we get our roots from the gospel.
Yes, ma'am. That's where it come
Yeah.
from. Well, like my mother was a gospel singer. And
Okay.
yeah, Evangelist Vernell Roberson, Lord rest her soul. My mother's gone on home to glory. But it started basically with her. A lot of people do know that was from around, Elgin and Austin and surrounding town.
Hmm.
That my mom, Motown, tried to come down and sign my mother, like 2 or 3 times. But
Oh wow.
yes, yes, they did. And my mother, she didn't do it
because for the simple fact, my dad, they made a vow to each other that that they wouldn't leave each other. Not only us, they had I wasn't born at the time, but they had my three brothers and sisters at the time, and so
Uh-huh.
she decided that's something that she wanted to, but she didn't, and she didn't do it because she wanted to keep her family together. So
Right.
and with that being said, I started at a young age in the church. Coming up in the church with my mother. Everywhere she went, she had prayed for a son. That she would have somebody to go and play wherever she went. Ministering around the world. And basically,
Okay.
I was that son. I was a baby. She set me up on that piano, and I was by the grace of the good Lord, self-taught.
Uh-huh.
When I learned how to start basically playing, the piano, and so it was always in me, singing, and and I wanted to basically learn every instrument that I could coming up,
Right.
because I was just I love music, and I wanted to be able to just whatever I picked up by the grace of God, I learned it, and then
That's good.
and like I say, and that's basically where it started from, and it just grew. And of course, I was in the church doing music, but I also loved all types of music, and so that's when I started venturing out, and started doing some writing. So me and my friends had got together in high school. We had a little group called Four Man Pose, and we had got together and made a couple of songs, and that's really when I started basically producing everything then, because everything was I was still playing live, but a lot of stuff started going digital then. And so
Right.
me and my friends, we put together a couple of songs, and from there it just started festering and growing and growing, and we started moving around doing shows, and so have you. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is a wonderful, wonderful, awesome thing. Simply because I'm punching the wrong button. Simply because I gotta punch buttons and talk at the same time. And anybody that know me know I'm real quirky. I, I am not all of that suave and intelligent. I'm real quirky. It's just me, okay?
You're right.
I
You're
know
right.
that's right. Keep it real.
It's all
That's
right.
just me. But yeah, that is something, and that's why this is just one of the reasons why I love doing this show, is simply because not
Yeah.
just to give back to the independent music artists, but I learned so much about you guys, and it brings me even more pleasure than some of your fans out there
Uh-huh.
to get to know more about who you are, not
Right.
just, you know, do that thing. What's that song you and Casanova sang?
Watch me do my
Watch
thing.
me do my thing.
Oh, now I know who you are. All
Yeah.
right. Yeah. Okay.
And
All
that's
righty
like one
then.
of my favorite songs that you guys do
Oh,
together.
oh,
And
That's
so,
it. Okay. Oh, really? I really got you mixed up. I really had you
yeah,
mixed up. I really had you mixed up. I did. You're really gonna. Oh, I really had you mixed up. Oh
oh.
my goodness. Did I? Did I ever?
the
Yes,
thing of
Okay.
the
ma'am.
matter is, I never knew, you just don't know someone's background because you come
Right,
together, you do music, and then you go back about your separate ways. And then
right.
you come back, you do it again, and you go back your separate ways. So
Yeah,
it's a cycle with that. And so you don't
right,
really get to know all the artists accolades and what they're connected to.
right.
And that's the wonderful thing that your mom was sought after
Yeah.
from Motown. And these are things that are important. It shows that
Mhm.
people are connected to talent, and you're
Right,
not where you are and who you are for no reason.
right.
You
That's
know what
right.
I'm saying?
That's the
And
truth.
people need to understand that part. And
Yeah.
so in 1983 is when you was doing all this. You played the trumpet
Hmm.
while you were at your junior high school.
Yes,
No, that
ma'am.
was your high school, Johnston High,
Yeah.
and in Austin.
Yeah.
And you wrote so many songs. I didn't write them all down. Some of them um, you end up finishing, but back then you did the band for Four Man Posse,
Hmm.
and you wrote so many songs to
Hmm.
be released. and then a major tragedy happened in your life, and
Right.
later on your mom passed away. So we're going to get into that, but who was some of your major influences on you pursuing a music career outside your mother back then?
My grandfather, he also played in a gospel. What the name was Silvertones. It was a
Okay.
gospel group, and then also the influence of like R. Kelly, Gerald Levert,
Uh-huh.
Johnny Taylor, Little Milton. It was, I mean, it was just so many
A
Oh,
lot.
good ones. Good ones.
R&B artists, blues artists, reggae artists. I mean, I fell in love with music. And so I would
Music.
listen to all different types of styles of music, and it's just, and so I really got my style from just listening to all different type of music. That's the reason why, a lot of people say, well, BRob, you're not just in one category. It's like, no, I'm not, because if I feel something the way I,
Mm-hmm.
feel, that's how I end up writing. I start writing, and then right then I just go on and start making, just producing the beat then. And so
Right.
that, whatever I feel, that's how I go. That's what I go with. And
And I
so,
tell people that's not a bad thing,
right. Mm-hmm.
It's
Bless
something
you.
in the air. Excuse me, y'all.
Bless you.
Yeah,
Okay.
they releasing all this junk. They said it was going to be in the air today, and I just caught wind of it. But yeah, that's the thing that people don't understand. You
Mhm.
don't have to be in a genre.
Right.
You know, there is a such thing as multi-genre, just like it is multi-instrumentalist.
Right.
So and I don't put myself in a box either. I call it a box, but
Yeah.
to each his
Right.
own. Not saying that that box is something wrong with it, no,
Yeah.
but I don't put my own self. I'm like that. I
Right.
like to, it's what makes me feel good.
Yes, ma'am. That's
It's
it.
what I like to produce. How
Right.
about you, Laura?
Mm-hmm. You said like me. Is that what you said?
I say, well, yeah, how about you? I know
Oh,
you
I don't.
multi-genre.
Yeah, I know. I know. I don't. I don't put myself in a box. No, because if you're in that box, you're just there, right
Yeah.
there.
Like
You
stuck in
know.
that box. Yeah.
So it's like you think about Jack in the Box, and then you pop up.
Right.
Then I'm out of the box. Okay, think about
Then
Jack
you
in the
out
Box. You jump up out of the box. Okay, and you're like looking around, like you know.
yeah, I
That's
know.
Because you're in that. It's like a tunnel. You're just
yeah.
like you're right in
Yeah,
there. You got to come out of the tunnel. You
Right.
got to,
yeah.
you got to keep yourself. You got to keep yourself. What's the word? You want to. I'm like this. I got to be on top of everything. I got to
Yeah.
be. I got to stay motivated, determined. I
Yes.
have that drive, that
Right.
motivation. So
Yes.
Mhm.
I have to do. I have to do. I can multitask. So
Right.
I can do
Mhm.
this. I'm like this. I'm Jackie of all things, master of all.
I hear that.
Okay. God bless me to do so many different things as He
Right.
did. Like you play a bunch of instruments.
Right.
God bless you to do that. And your
Yeah.
mother, she directed you.
Yes.
You
Mhm.
came out the womb. I probably you came out the womb doing that. That's what she wanted.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's what she wanted
yeah.
you to do.
That's right. That's
She
right.
prayed for you to
Yep.
do
Yes.
that,
Mhm.
and
Yes.
you
She did.
did just
Yep.
that.
And you
Yep.
did.
The
You
seed
did.
was planted.
Yes. Yes,
Yeah,
it
the
was.
seed was planted,
And the
and you
and the
did just
prayers
that.
that mother
You
prayed.
didn't rebel.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
right. And the
So
prayers that mother prayed, they're still coming to pass right today.
still
that's
coming
right.
to
So,
pass.
I'm thankful for that. Thankful
Yes.
for the upbringing, so I can't
Oh
complain.
yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah,
And
that's
that's what
right.
so many of the younger um mothers don't understand.
Yeah.
When you start that prayer from the womb,
Yes.
and you carry that prayer
Yeah.
to the end of your life, if you happen to leave before your children do,
Right.
man, those prayers are still
That's
covering
right.
you. My
That's
It's
right.
from
grandmother
the
and
womb to the
grandmother,
tomb.
yeah, my grandmother and
Yep.
mom prayers are still covering me
Yes, ma'am.
today.
Yes, ma'am.
So
Hmm.
yeah, I appreciate the upbringing as well.
Yes.
It's a
Absolutely.
spiritual thing.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
it is.
Yes, it
So
is.
what are some of the instruments what are all the instruments you play?
uh My first instrument was, of course, was the piano, uh,
Okay.
piano, trumpet, drums, lead guitar, trombone, organ. I play a little, what you call it? Well, I've tried the saxophone. The
Okay.
sax, yeah, I tried the sax, but the sax. I mean, I could have got it as well, but it's just something that I wasn't that interested in. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
Versus the other instruments, but like I say, the drums, and I mean, this was just a God-given talent that I'm thankful for. And so,
Mm-hmm.
just like anything I picked up, it just by the grace of God, I learned it.
Right,
I
right.
learned it.
And in order for you to play it well, you have to love what you're doing,
That's right. That's
Yeah, you
right.
said
You
you
gotta love it.
wanted to do it. You wanted to do it. It's
Yes,
something that you
Yeah.
I
wanted to
wanted.
do.
That's right.
Yeah,
I
it's something
wanted
that
to
you wanted
learn
to do.
every
Right.
instrument that I picked up and just basically just caught my attention. I wanted to
Mm-hmm.
learn how to play it, and I wanted to always be one of the best at
That's
whatever I
right.
done. It was the driving me. I didn't want to do anything halfway. If I couldn't
Right,
do it
right.
all the way, I wouldn't do it at all.
At all.
Right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yes,
Exactly.
ma'am.
And that makes sense. That's how my worth ethic is my
Yeah,
name is on there. That's all I have is my name.
that's right.
So if I can't do it 100%, then I don't want to do it at all. Or
Exactly.
I'm not going to do it at all.
Exactly.
Um, yeah, it makes a big difference. So
Yes.
when you were touring with all of those guys I mentioned, Pokey, I mean the list goes on and on and on. Tell us a little bit more about that journey. What was it like traveling with these different artists and opening up and being on the same stage as these guys?
You know what? It was to me, since I've studied a lot of them. I've been on stage with so many of them, but just the journey to be able to rock the stage with each and every one of those guys. What's going on here? Am I still there?
Yeah,
Yes.
you here.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm at but yeah, just being able to rock the stage with all of those guys and seeing each one of them, each because everyone has their own talent, and you know what I'm saying, and everybody do their own thing in a different way. But for me
Right.
to see them do their thing and admire that, because that's what I do. I love to see other artists go on the stage and do their
Hmm.
thing. When it's BRob time to do my thing, I'm gonna
Yeah.
do my thing too as well.
Yeah.
But then I also love to give artists when they doing it. I like to give them their props, man, because it's everybody have a different, a different style of music. They have their own swag, and that's entertainment. You know what I'm saying? And so many people get it, kind of get lost in it because I've never seen going and performing with other artists as competition. It's never been a competition with me. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
I get on stage and I'm gonna do my thing. And then when I get off stage, I can't wait to see the other artists do their thing. You know what I'm saying? Because I support that, and like we should be doing more of, and that's supporting one another. You know what I'm saying?
That's
So
right.
that's how unity comes together. And I just it's just always been me. I
Yes.
love music. I love to see
Yeah.
other performers get up there and do their thing, and then when it's B-Rob time to do my thing,
Yeah.
B-Rob gonna get up and do
Watch
his
me
thing.
do
You know
my
what I'm
thing.
Okay. Right. You know why? Because everybody has a different style.
That's right.
Hmm.
Everybody has their own style. So
That's right.
I mean, I tell Jazzie, get up there, you gonna sing that song, right, Jazz? Jazz gonna sing that song. I go, hey, go sing that song.
Yeah,
Yeah, you gonna sing that song, right? Yeah, gonna
You
sing
talking to
that one
you
sounds like
talking to me
Jazz sing
like
that
I'm
song.
Annie Mae or somebody.
Okay, and then, you're right.
because when I heard matter of fact, when I was up there in Houston, my first time meeting Miss Jazz, because she was hosting it as well. But when I heard Miss Jazz sing, I was like, "Whoa, Miss Jazz can go!"
uh,
Oh, Miss Jazz, you have a beautiful voice as well. You know what I'm saying?
thank
And
you.
I just love I love that. I love to hear artists that what I'm saying actually can just get up there and do
Yeah.
it. You can actually
Me
sing.
too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Hmm.
Back in the day when I was singing with Joe Camush, I'll make this short. When we would go support other artists when we wasn't performing,
Right.
man, I was the biggest mouth, just like I was in church when I said hallelujah. Everybody knew that I had entered the building because I have a distinct voice. So when
Yes.
I praise God, they kind of want to look back, and then finally they'll look back and like I knew it was you. I just wanted to make sure. But it's just like that anywhere, when I'm out supporting,
Uh-huh.
I'm that person's biggest cheerleader. You
That's cool.
can't get through your music without me screaming and hollering for you
I
as
know
if
that's right. That's
you
real.
were a mega star.
Oh, now that's real support. And we need
Yeah,
more of that, you know. I mean,
yeah.
each and every
And
one
y'all
of
heard
us.
me when y'all was singing Watch Me Do My Thing. I'm like, go sing! Go
Yeah, me and my bro
Yeah,
got to know.
yeah. Everybody got down. Everybody got down.
Oh
It
yeah,
was
we had a wonderful time.
eh, big fun. Big
Yes.
fun. Me and Miss T boxed all the way. I said, you get in your lane and get out of my lane. She be like, you get out of my lane and you get over there in your lane. I'm trying to be in my lane. You stay over there in your lane. We were so glad when it was over. We were so glad when that was over. I think a month and a half of just whoo. Yeah, productions are hard. They are very hard, but it came off well, so that's
Yes,
all
it
that
did.
matters.
Yes, it did.
Yeah, well, we're gonna go ahead and give the folks that's still hanging in there with us out there a taste of one of your singles. And
Yes.
this one is titled Gig With It. Y'all ready? I
Big with
like
it.
this.
Yes.
Like we say, he is multi-genre recording artist. He does it all. Zydeco, blues, R&B, Southern soul, you name it. You can find BRob in it. But we're gonna take this short intermission and we're gonna let y'all hear Mr. BRob um do his gig with it, y'all. We'll be right back.
Yes, sir.
Be ready.
Avec boucher. Yeah, toi. BRob in here, you know what I'm talking about? Man, I wanna take my girl to the dance floor, you know what I'm talking about, and get it in. Swing out, rock out, and do what we do, you know what I'm saying? Let's go. You wanna make her feel good. I wanna make my baby feel good. Take her out on the dance floor. I grab her by her hand so we could go dance around. I'm spinning my baby. Tell nothing to a gig with it. I got a gig. Don't dig in it. I'm digging it. Said I'm taking my baby out on the dance floor.
Oh yeah.
We coming on
Yeah.
in a minute. There we go.
I know a place where you
Doggo,
need to go and perform there.
doggo interference
Huh?
on this.
I know.
I said
Oh, I'm sorry.
this internet be getting on my nerves. But anyways, yeah, I like that. I like that, y'all.
No, I was
Yes,
saying there's a
yes,
place I know
yes.
where you should go and perform. I think they have, I don't know. I went there this oh yeah, that's where I was this Friday. I'm sorry, Jazz. I was there. I had a birthday party that I was my birthday party where I went this Friday. It's called Whiskey River.
Uh-huh.
It's a big old gigantic place, and it's right there on 249 in 1960. And oh my God, I could just see you at Whiskey River. I mean, they do country western and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They perform on the outside. They have like a DJ or somebody performing on the outside, and then they have country western and stuff in the inside. But it's like 2 stories. I never did go upstairs, so I don't know what the upstairs looks like. But it's a gigantic place, and I had the best time ever.
I hear that.
I had my cowboy boots on, cowboy hat on, and my jeans on. Oh boy, we was Cotton Eye Joe and everything else. Oh my God! But I could see from seeing that your video,
Yes.
I could see you performing there, and everybody would have a blast.
Oh, that's
Or
cool.
even just going, oh my God, or doing a video there. Oh, it's amazing. I never knew the place was there. I was at the mall there earlier that day.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, okay, so when I looked at the invitation, I was like, okay, I was just over here. And then when I got there, it's like right across from Willowbrook Mall. And I was like, this right here, I mean, it's like a little hidden secret, but it's just right there.
Yeah.
On 1960. It's right by what's the little burger place? They have them in California, In-N-Out Burger.
Okay, In-N-Out Burger.
Yeah, it's right over there by In-N-Out Burger. But it's called Whiskey River.
Okay, Whiskey River.
And they're in there. They are in there. I can see people inside. Oh my God, they're in there. Well, I can see. Yeah, Jazz, you would have a ball.
Hey,
because you like to wear your boots, you like to wear your cowboy boots, right?
Oh yes, ma'am.
And
yes.
Jazz, don't you have the
Country.
cowboy boots like with the toe out? Do you? Are you the one that's seen with the toe out cowboy boots?
No, I got my toes in.
No, I'm talking about Jazz. Not
No,
you.
I have boots with my toe out, but they're not really cowboy boots. I have cowboy boots, but I don't have the ones with the toe out. I may need to find me some of those.
Yeah, those are the bomb right there. Oh yeah, those are the bomb. Oh my God, I had the best time. I mean, I had a good time. That's where I was. Okay, I'm sorry about
you. You're gonna have to look up that spot.
Oh, BRob.
Yes, it's called Whiskey River.
Yeah,
Whiskey River.
I will be looking that up.
Yes, it is. I mean, I could see you. I mean, oh my God, I was like, okay, so when I get ready to have a birthday party again, I got to have one at Whiskey River. It was off the chain.
Oh,
that's off the chain. I was like, I never would have thought.
That place would be like for me because Houston is so hot. It would have to be a winter birthday bash, and my birthday is in the summer, but it would just have to be a get together party.
No, it's inside. It's inside, outside, 2-story, inside.
Child, I am not gonna put on no boots in Houston, Texas. In the summer,
it's freezing in there. You would freeze up in there. No, you need to. I mean, you put your ropers on. I'm telling you, your feet are.
I ain't putting no clothes and shoes on in Houston.
You don't have to wear clothes and shoes. I'm just saying though, you'll be amazed because your feet are not as hot as you think they are in some boots. For real,
yes, they are.
They're not.
My feet. No, I get.
I'm telling you, my feet sweat when I have boots on. It's a lot different because for some reason the leather is different. That kind of leather is different.
They ain't cheap. It ain't no cheap. You can't buy no cheap boots.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But that's why your feet don't sweat because that leather is good.
My feet sweat. And no, my feet may not sweat, but my body sweat.
It's so cold in there. I'm telling you, it's so cold up in there.
I am not putting on no doggone boots in the summer.
Okay, well, don't wear your boots, but you gotta find the kind, like I said, with the toe out, though.
Yeah, I got those.
They didn't all just have boots on, but baby, they were. Oh man,
yeah.
Well,
that'll be fun. Okay. That'll be fun for me in the wintertime because then I can all that hat and hair and no.
But you don't have to wear a hat. I mean, that was just. for that particular party that I had, and I had just happened to buy a hat that, that,
No,
because
I
actually
like my
had,
cowboy hats. I like
Yeah.
cowboy hats.
oh
I'm a
yeah,
true Texan,
I seen you
but
in a
I don't
cowboy
want all of
attire.
this.
Yes.
I don't want all that stuff on in the summertime. It's too hot. It's too hot, and
Well, I was cowboy
look.
bound.
I get grouchy just thinking about it. I don't
Oh
want all
Lord.
that stuff on in the summertime.
I'm laying hands on her, Lord. Laying hands on her. Go ahead. Laying hands on her. Father God, in the name of Jesus.
BRob, tell us where that video was done. That was nice. Whoever did that, name that person and name the place that, and you can shout out to those that were on it. Give us some background on that video. That was nice.
Okay, so my buddy Chili Red Beats, which his name is original, where his real name is Charles Edwards. He is the one that shot the video for me, and Garland and DF Dub dance group is the one that put the dance to that song Jig with it,
Okay.
and we shot it in what is it, Round Rock at a club. I can't remember the name of that club where we shot it
Uh-huh.
at. And my boy Billy D, he's a DJ down in Dallas. He brought his group, and then Garland had their group there, and they matter of fact they had, I think, another group from San Antonio and then another group from Killeen. So they all collab came in, and Garland taught them the dance move to the song. And while we were getting ready, and man, they learned it like quick. And I mean,
Yeah.
they just went in and just did their thing. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate all of that. And when they heard it, it was like, oh yeah, BRob, we could groove off of this. I'm like, okay, let's do it. Let's make it happen.
But
Yeah, so I appreciate that.
yeah, it was put together very well. You couldn't
Yes,
tell that they learned that on the spot. It was
yes,
done very well. Very
yep.
well.
Like I said, we shot the
Very
rest
well.
of it, of course, at a trail ride that my brother was throwing. So it was in that trail ride was in Elgin, Texas. So yeah,
Okay.
that's basically where we shot the rest of it at. And my buddy Charles Elwood Chili Red Beats, he put it together.
Okay. And I know where Round Rock is, right outside of Austin, because
Yes,
they
ma'am.
have those what you call those antique shows lined up and down the highway. I don't know
Yep.
what highway it is. Oh Lord, I used to love to go to those. I don't need no more junk in my house, but I am a junk fanatic. Okay, I'm sorry. But
Yeah.
I as you can see behind me, I love the animal print, not the cheap kind. I have to have the real animal print.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
but
That's how my mother
yeah.
was. She loved that animal print. Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
that's my favorite. Well, as a reminder, everybody, please leave your comments. Continue to leave your supportive comments and hellos. We love hearing from all of you. We love to know that you tuned in to support the artists that we bring on this show. Whatever you can do by tuning in, please tune in and support the artists that we bring on this show and learn more about who they are. We have some phenomenal artists out here, independent music artists that are digging deep in their pockets to bring you guys great music. They're very talented. They've been linked to talent. And come on the show. Tell somebody about the show. Let them know. Um, you learn. You learn about who people are, and you'd be surprised at some of their accolades that they have trailing their livelihoods from way back. So come on, everybody, and support the independent music artists. It's not about me. It's not about my co-host, Miss Laura, or anybody else that co-hosts. It is about the artists. And we want you guys to get to know more about what they got going on, and most definitely go and support them. Buy their music. They're all on digital platforms. You can find them on Facebook. You can find them on Instagram, and I post that. I run it across the screen, and they're on all digital platforms. Go and help support the independent music artists, and then follow them locally. Go support them locally. $10 or $20 is not much opposed to what you go pay to see your favorite mainstream artist out there. You're gonna pay anywhere from 100 on up to go see that artist, and you're gonna buy all the get up to be looking cute and fine and whatever you know, you're gonna spend some money. Don't complain about what you gotta pay locally to go see these talented independent music artists. We all need each other and we all need you. So with that being said, I'm gonna take a quick commercial break because I also support independent business owners. And so we like to give them props on this show as well. They work hard to build their brand. And again, if you have any brand that you want to submit to this show, to any show that we air here on JNY Network, bring it to me at jbmcq1@yahoo.com. So we'll be right back, y'all. Don't go nowhere. We're just going to take a small commercial break. All right. Celebrating the industry in all its forms, exposing you nationally and internationally with Miss Carolyn Baker, CEO, founder, and magazine publishing. Come aboard and experience the diverse global level of exposure to your music, art, events, travel, fashion, and so much more. Also offering the best in unique spotlighting music to custom cars with a special twist located on all media and digital platforms. Your connection with Jam Source Runway Magazine offers a secure, unique exposure to all of your array of brands to a global market. Be internationally connected today with Jam Source Runway Magazine at info@jamsource.net or call 832-606-5577. Visit the website and explore what you've been missing at www.jamsource.net. Trademark by JamSource Runway Magazine. All right, we are back, y'all. We are back with our finest music, multi-genre, multi-instrumentalist. Yeah. All the way from Austin, Texas, by way of Elgin. Born and
Yes,
raised in
ma'am.
Elgin, Texas. Country
Yes,
boy in the
ma'am.
house, Mr. BRob, Bobby BRob Roberson.
Yay, like they say in the country, yay.
Yeah. you, you know, you shared the stage with some heavy hitters,
Yes.
and you already painted that mental picture of what's that's like. I named quite a few on your list,
Uh-huh.
and I want you to tell us some of your most memorable. Which one? I mean, it's hard to pick. I know it is, but pick one that you really had a long lasting memory with.
That's a hard one. But you know what? I'm going to say, really and truly, when I took the stage and had a chance to perform with Omar Cunningham,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna say that Omar Cunningham and Pokey Bear. Matter of fact, when I started doing ventured off into to the blues, soul blues era, uh, before I even finished the album that I was working on at the time, which was called "I'm Just Doing Me." Um, I had performed with Pokey Bear. And when I
Mhm.
say that, just watching him actually, getting a chance to meet him and watching him do his thing, it was like, he was an entertainer for real, and just watching him
Yeah.
just do what he do. I said, yeah, that he entertaining. And
Yeah.
and Omar Cunningham, oh man, it just blew me away, just be on the same stage with Omar Cunningham and watch him the way he did his thing. You know what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying? I really just enjoyed it. And not only that, I always take, I learn from each show or each artist that that I perform with, I always take something with me. You can learn different things from
Oh
each
yeah.
other. You know what I'm saying? Whether it
Right.
be the artistry part of it, whether it be some things that you can use in some of your shows or whatever. So have you.
Exactly.
But
Exactly.
but that's if how can I put it? Some people, how they have their ways of nah, you know how some people are. But I want
Hmm.
to say, hey man, you can always learn something from somebody if you just
Hmm.
pay close enough attention. So
Yes, you will.
yeah,
And you said a key thing right there because you are yourself
yes,
is an entertainer.
right,
And when you're an entertainer, you be looking for certain elements that you can add. What the word was that? That you can add to your show. That's
that's
it's
right,
nothing. It's not going to do anything but make you better
right,
at what you're doing.
right,
I never came out as a stand-up singer. I don't even call myself a good singer. The
yeah,
bomb singer. No way, no possible. I'm more of an entertainer.
yeah.
I, can I move like I used to? No, because I've been laying in my bed and watching Netflix all too long.
But you can sing though, Miss Jazz, man. You can go. I heard you for myself, so I know it when I hear it.
I wanted to kick her leg up and do the splits.
If I do that, I'm
Yeah.
gonna lay on the floor and then I'm gonna kick my leg up. I'm not gonna do it. I will not try to jump down and do no split and then kick my legs up. Baby, no, that's gonna be a hot mess. Hot mess. And even at my birthday party, you get in that groove, and
Yeah.
my band was slamming that night. Let me tell you, them boys brought it. You hear me? And
That's all right.
anytime you got that musicians behind you that
Yes,
bring that music,
yes, yes.
man, I keep telling them that makes an artist get down with the get down.
Yes,
And
it
baby,
does.
I started, feeling that groove, and
Yeah.
I saw myself starting to break out. Then on my back and my knees and my ankle, I got
Yeah.
all of that going on. It said, It literally told me,
Yeah.
So
Arthur
what
said
I
it was.
give me a
Arthur was knocking at the door. Arthur said, "Jazz, jazz, Arthur, jazz, jazz."
my knee, and my back and one bad ankle. Let me tell you, I got a bad ankle on one leg and a bad knee on the other. How am I supposed to get around like that? Both legs is messed up. A bad knee and a bad ankle on opposite leg. Come on now. And then a back. No. I got me a chair. I started singing. They was laughing at me. I got up. I said, "Okay, I got me a little rest." I
I know
cannot
that's
do.
right.
I cannot do what I used to. I said Joe Caboose emoji, and it was that one of those things that be doing all like that and
Yeah, yeah.
dancing and stuff. And he said, "Jazz, I had to laugh." He said that thing reminded me of you when you used to be on stage. I said, "Baby, I can't do that no more. I cannot." But it be in me, Lord. I be wanting to get loose, but this old body said, yeah." Don't
Yeah, gotta
try it.
keep doing what you do though.
Do
Yes,
not
Gotta keep
try
indeed.
doing
it.
what you do.
Yeah. So I may do a little hip
Yeah.
move, but that's about that's as far
Like they say, a little
as
skeet
far
taste,
as
huh?
it's gonna get. And I was demonstrating to some ladies, and I was seeing the cleanup woman. So I went over there and I had this little dialogue that I talk about all these men that you
I
gotta
want to
have
break
in
my
order to make
leg.
one man. And
Uh,
so I told him about the one that paid the mortgage and the car note. That's a big bill. So you don't have to do nothing with the other ones. You don't have to please them that much. But the one that's paying them big bills, you got
yeah.
to get down and you got to work. And baby, I grabbed the side of that table and I said, "Y'all see me holding on to this table, don't you?"
Oh boy.
Gotta make it happen. Gotta
Ain't no
make it
shame
happen.
in my game. I
I
am
know
not
that's right.
playing.
That's real
I'm
talk.
not
She
gonna
didn't
hurt
say she
myself.
was cleaning up. She said, "I'm holding on." And I'm holding on.
I'm I'm gonna hold on to something. I'm gonna fall. That's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna bust my butt. That's exactly because them knees and that ankle gonna give out. Trust me, gonna give out. So I
I
have to
hear
try to
that.
figure out. Look, I'm down there doing a dog or something. I have to try to fake it. I
Oh
don't know,
Lord.
but I'm gonna
Oh
hit the floor.
Jesus.
But
Yes, sir.
we this what we here for. We here to have fun,
I
y'all.
know that's right.
And
Real talk.
we want you to paint us another mental picture, BRob,
Uh-huh.
of what it was like in 2000 when you came up with your hard hat entertainment. Now you said your dad was in the construction business, so that's how you came up with that name. Give us some more insight about hard hat entertainment.
Okay, my dad was always he was one of my idols, you know what I'm saying? Besides my mom and some others, my dad was definitely one of my idols. He was a hardworking man. He took care of us. My mom, back in the days at that time, most of the I'm gonna just say it just like it is. Most of the guys was actually they was the real breadwinners, and they took care
That's
of their
right.
families and took care of their wives, and also helped other people. My mom, my dad, he did that, and he
Mm-hmm.
had my dad. Don't let me forget about him. As far as when he graduated high school, my dad was, I mean, he was Mr. Football. And when he graduated high school, he wanted to go to college, but him and my mom had already started having children, and their main focus and goal was to take care of their kids. And so the Houston Oilers head coach came down to the beer joint. My dad was
Mm-hmm.
actually in the beer joint, having him a drink. And Houston Oilers head coach came down there, and they talked to my dad and was trying to get him to come and play for the Houston Oilers. He was that tough. And
Wow.
my dad, he told me he would think about it. So they came back again, and they tried to get my dad to come play for the Houston Oilers. And
Mm-hmm.
he turned them down again. He said he wasn't going to leave his family. So now let me revert to the Pittsburgh Steelers, where Mean Joe Green played. My dad and Mean Joe Green played football against each other in high school. And so when Mean Joe Green, his coach asked him, the head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers at that time, when Mean Joe Green was playing, he wanted somebody that was just as cold and tough as he was. He said, do he know of anybody that he could go get that was tough as he was? And Mean Joe Green told him, because my dad was the only one that kept him on his back. He said,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I know exactly. I know where to get one. So the Pittsburgh Steelers head coach and Mean Joe Green, they came down and they talked to my dad, but my dad wouldn't budge. Him and my mother, they wouldn't budge. Their main focus and their main goal was serving God and taking care of their children. And so he turned that down too. So with that being said, he worked
Wow.
construction all of his life, and he took care of us. And hard hat, because that's what we were in the construction. The
Mm-hmm.
construction business, you always got that hard hat
Hard
on.
head on.
But
That's
my
right.
dad
Yeah.
was a hard worker, and when he brought us up in the construction. When we was 13, 14 years old, all our
Uh-huh.
friends were running around playing and having a good time. My dad wasn't having that. We was out of the construction job learning how to
You're gonna be
pour
working.
concrete,
You got to
step
go to
on,
work.
work. You
You
know
got to
what I'm
go to
saying?
work.
So there you go. And I'm thankful. I'm thankful for all of that, because it made real men out of us, and it taught
Mm-hmm.
us at a young age. And I'm thankful to my dad and my mother for everything that they done for us.
Yes.
And
I said
that's
the
why
seed
I
was
came up with
planted.
the name Hard Hat
Hey.
Entertainment. Because everything my dad, like he said, anything you work for, son, you work hard, and it's gonna pay off in the end. It may not look like it at
Mm-hmm.
the time, but just
Right.
keep on keeping on and keep moving forward, and it's gonna pay off in the end.
Is
And it
it,
has
it,
been paying off. I can't complain.
Yes.
And that's how I
yep.
come up with the name Hard Hat Entertainment.
And you got to stick with something,
Yes,
nowadays. And I don't mean to be so critical on these young people, but they are so rebellious in trying to learn. And
yeah,
when we were coming up, yeah, we had our little rebellious side, but it was nothing like these kids are today. You
right,
cannot get to the top, they microwave mentality.
right,
And
right,
so they don't want to learn, they don't want to
right,
rehearse. Yeah, they bad. They
yeah,
coming up, there's some bad cats, because I had
right,
two of them that played on my show um last weekend,
yes,
and they learn fast, but
yeah,
you got to be able to be teachable. And the
that's
two
right.
guys that were there are from that era, that their people was not going to let them
Yeah.
take advantage of their gifts.
Right.
Learn your craft.
That's
Learn
right.
your craft. Go hard at it and don't stop.
There
You
you
know,
go. That's right.
is the bass player that played with me Friday
Uh-huh.
locked into my band? No, I'm not gonna try to keep you covered to me. You
Yeah.
know, if you can go out there and make some money somewhere else, go get it. That ain't
Right.
nothing but you learning and growing in your
Right.
craft.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Exactly. Yep.
And so
Exactly.
that's what they need to buckle down and just learn. You got to stick with it.
That's
You know,
right.
you just got to stick with something,
That's
whatever
right.
it is, stick with it.
That's right.
And so, yeah, I wish that they would listen more to some of us that was raised like that, you know?
Right. Right. Yep. That's the truth.
Yeah,
Right about that.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So during that time, you went on, and this goes back to kind of a sad moment for you. You started Hard Hat in 2000,
Yes, ma'am.
and after several years on the serious business side, you was just slamming out music. You wrote and produced, and
Yeah.
who were some of the people that you wrote for and
Uh,
produced for back then?
some of some of the people that I produced music for and wrote for was like a lot of the local artists, a lot of the local artists back in Austin and Elgin and
Mm-hmm.
all the surrounding towns, in Atlanta, like names that y'all probably wouldn't know because they really never came up and we was in the spotlight, sort of say.
Right.
So,
Uh-huh.
but I wrote for and produced for a lot of artists. Matter of fact, I had like at that time it was like I was producing for like 6 groups.
Wow.
Correct, 6 groups, and then actually, I had put my material on hold, and I was producing for all of those, those groups and artists, and writing, and you know what I'm saying. And I kind of just put my music and everything that I was doing on hold to finish all of those projects. And as I was finishing those projects up, how you got problems started coming in as far as one wants more time in the studio than the other, and it was just kind of going back and forth with starting stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Just it just wasn't going right, and I was the
Right.
only one that was producing all the material. So it's kind of I had to really stand, took a step back and had to look at it for what it was. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
then God had put it on my heart. You're doing
Right.
everything for everyone else, but you forgetting about
Yeah.
you.
What about you?
Yeah, and I'm forgetting about me. And so, and
Yep.
which I
Forget
did,
about
I
yourself.
got lost in it, trying to make sure, and that's just me, just
Yeah.
trying to make sure that everybody else's stuff was together, right, like they wanted it. But then, like I said, after, the arguments and other stuff that
Mm-hmm.
went on producing all those groups. And I
Mm.
said, no, I'm just I'm gonna have to cut this off and step
Yeah.
back, and which I did, and I'm glad I did. I enjoyed it
Mm-hmm.
at the time, but to be honest with you, sometimes you do so much for everybody else, forget about you. And then some people don't appreciate what you've done,
Yeah. Oh my.
until it's over. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so
I still haven't learned yet.
well, like I say, so I took a step back from it, and
Yeah.
I learned a lot from it, and
Mm-hmm.
and at that time that my mom was, she was very ill at that
Right.
time. So
Yeah, and that's what happened. That I think that really, and you can let me know if that's true or not. Kind of just like took you all the way away from music when your mom passed away, and
yeah,
rightfully so. And
yes,
my condolence to you for because I'm there too. I don't have my mother with me anymore, so I definitely know how that feels. So
yes,
that just kind of put you in a dark spot that
right,
you didn't even want to do music anymore.
exactly,
Um, and I can relate. I can relate. I haven't learned yet how to put myself first.
yeah,
Um, I still, want to do everything for everybody else. I
right,
always want to be there, put it like that, for everybody else
right, and
except for
that was
Jazz.
me. That was
Yeah.
me. That was me. And
So I'm still learning.
And you know, like I say, after my mom, you know, when she passed away, and you know, my mom, Evangelist Miss Vernell Roberson, Evangelist Vernell
Mm-hmm.
Roberson, she was my number one fan. My mom was, you know, she was always, you know, talking to me, and as far as all
Mm-hmm.
of her kids anyway. But you know, me and my mom, we spent a lot of time together as far as you know, at home. I was in the kitchen when she was
Yeah.
cooking. I wanted to learn how to cook
Yeah.
what she was cooking there, you know,
That's
all that good
good.
food and all
Yeah.
that. But
A
anyway,
good
with
thing.
losing her, it just it knocked me down.
I
But of
know.
course, you know, I know God for myself. My mother put us on
Mhm.
that path. And so like you know, I was still going, you know, of course, going to church and playing for my church, singing and you know,
Mm-hmm.
singing in the choir and doing whatever I could do for God, you know what I'm saying? And I
Right.
know that's where my peace was gonna come from.
Right.
My mom said, when all else fails, you fall on your knees and talk to God. You know what I'm
That's
saying? And
it.
so with that being said, you know, I veered all away from doing the type of music you know, that I love doing as well. You know, the R&B, the blues, the Zydeco. I just didn't want to do music anymore. And
Anymore.
what
Yeah.
actually happened, well, the fire started burning again. R. Kelly had came down to San Antonio. He was in San Antonio, and my girlfriend at that time, she was like, "Babe, you want to go down to see R. Kelly? He's coming to San Antonio." And of course, R. Kelly was hey, that's my boy. I come
Yeah.
over with R. Kelly too. So I was
Mhm.
like, "Yeah, you know what? Yeah, let's go down. Yeah, I would love to." So you know, we ended up going to San Antonio. And I wasn't too, you know, of course I wanted to see R. Kelly perform, but I had already seen him before in Austin perform. So, but since he's gonna be in San Antonio, I said, yeah, let's go check him out. So we went down there and checked him out, and just seeing him do his thing because he's multi-talented. I mean, he does it all. He did it all, and just
Yeah.
watching him do his thing. You know, I'm sitting there and I'm looking at myself and thinking to myself, man, this is the same thing that I do. I miss it. You know, I miss the performing. You know, I miss, you know, just doing my thing as well. And
Mm-hmm.
the fire was just burning. It was burning in me. So and then let me remind you, when my mom taken sick and I took a step back, I
Mm-hmm.
gave all of my equipment away. I didn't even want
Wow. You
anything.
were
That's
serious.
good.
Yes, ma'am. The only thing I wanted that I kept was my guitar. That's all I gave all of my equipment away. You know, my keyboards, all of that equipment I had. I didn't even
Right.
want to do it anymore. But after that, I came home and man, I mean, we had a great time. But when I came home that next day, I went to
Uh-huh.
the Guitar Center and I bought everything. Yeah, I
Everything
gave
back.
I had gave
Oh
all of my
God.
equipment, everything away. But I
Like,
went
I want my stuff back.
I went that next day and I started buying up all brand new equipment again. And that's when I put together the first R&B album I dropped called BRob Resurrected. Then I
Mm-hmm.
dropped
Mm-hmm.
I'm Just Doing Me Blues and Zydeco album. And
Mm-hmm.
then I came back and did the R&B album called BRob Sexual. And then I
Okay.
just dropped my other album called You Should Have Thought It Over, Baby. But it
Okay.
started, I had that fire, and I could hear my mom saying, son,
Yep.
remember what I told you. Remember
Yeah.
what I told you, and remember what I taught you, and remember who's in control. And
That's
after
it.
that, I went back to war and went to work with it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm thankful.
That's a
Yeah,
good thing.
I,
That is
I was
a
about
good
to say
thing.
in 2004, 2014, you was reflecting on some of the things that your mom has talked to you about, and that's kind of gave your drive back to
Yes,
get back in there and kind of the it's history.
right,
You
right.
back in the game, you
Yes,
back
ma'am.
doing. Laura, what do you have to say over there on your end of being nosy about
I was
B-Roll?
thinking about what you just said. I think about your testimony. I think about when Marvin Sapp's wife, she died of cancer, and I
Yes.
think about what she said before she died. She said, I mean, he went to sleep the night after she died,
Mm-hmm.
and he went to sleep, and him and the kids, and he woke up in the morning, and he said, I heard something in the house.
Yeah.
In case he got his gun. He's like, okay, I hear something.
Yeah.
So he looked around. and it was the kids. They had got up and they was getting ready for school. He said,
Yeah.
"What are you doing?" She said, the kids said, "Daddy, we're getting ready for school." Because Mama said, "Keep it moving." And I
Yeah,
think about this, what
that's
your
all
great
right.
brother said.
Yep, and that's
Keep
the
it
truth.
moving.
That's
Keep
my
That's
it
the
mom.
truth.
moving.
Yes, ma'am.
Gotta
That
keep
was
it
her. That's
moving.
my mom too. That's
Yeah,
exactly
keep
what
it
she
moving.
did. Yes, yes. And then
Yeah.
that's what I have to do. And you know, when I, you know, saw it for what it was, you know, I couldn't do nothing but fall on my knees and look up and just thank, you know, just tell God, just
Thank you. Yeah.
thank you,
She's
thank you.
always with you. She's
Oh
always
yeah.
with you. Yeah,
Always.
she's
I
always
could
with
feel
you.
it. I could
We
feel it
know what she
all
wants
over
you to
me.
do.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when I tell you she was whew, that lady there, my mother, and I'm not saying this is just because she's my mother, but
Mm-hmm.
the people that heard her can witness it. That was a bad that when she blow the top off. We was in churches sometime, and the churches were cold. I'm talking about you can even feel the breeze going in.
Yeah.
But that little lady, boy, my little mama go to when she went to humming. She went to humming, and I hit one key on that. Whether it didn't matter if it was the piano or the organ. And I hit some more now. Hey, that church come alive. I'm talking about the mama. I've seen her do it many a times.
Yes,
So, you know, I'm
indeed.
just thankful for just, you know, being able to witness that and see that.
Yes.
You know, just, you know, and to be honest with you, you know, my mom just laying hands on some of the people that I know was very
Mhm.
sickly and ill, and seeing God work through my mother to heal a lot of those people.
Yes,
They're
Right.
yes,
right here
indeed.
Right.
today.
Yes,
My mother's
indeed.
gone home. That's a blessing, and for me to witness all that, that just, you know, that
Yes.
does something to you. You know, that know that God is
Mm-hmm.
real.
God
Mhm.
is with
Yes,
you. I
God is
know.
trying to tell you something.
Hmm.
yes,
Mhm.
ma'am. That's the truth.
Yeah. I can relate because that's kind of the way I grew up as well. You know, I still
Yeah,
hear where my life is patterned after my mom. You know,
yeah,
I was raised by strong black women. Okay,
yes,
not
ma'am.
to say that my daddy wasn't in the picture, and
Yes,
my stepfather and my grandfathers wasn't in the picture, but
yeah,
baby, let me tell you, strong black women
yes,
and very big, huge hearted,
yes,
very
yes,
anointed. So I
yes,
know nothing else. I keep telling people, I know nothing else but to love.
yes, yes,
That's all I know. I
yes,
don't know anything about hating, backbiting,
yes,
competing,
yeah,
trampling. I
yeah,
don't know anything about that. I'm only being me. It's not a
yeah.
facade. It's
Right.
me for
That's
real.
right. That's
You
right.
know, because that was my upbringing. So yes, I can relate. I
Yes.
can relate.
Yes, ma'am.
I can
Yes,
definitely
ma'am.
relate.
That
So
is true.
we're going to give the viewers a chance to get a taste of another one of your awesome singles
Yes, ma'am.
titled Rock That Boat.
Right there, both.
And yeah, we're going to come back and talk about how that single came about.
Okay.
So y'all stay tuned. We'll be right back. Don't go nowhere. Take a listen to Rock That Boat by Bobby BRob
Yes, sir.
Roberson.
In the building.
We'll be right back.
Said I'ma rock your boat. I'm rocking all night long, all night long. Said I'ma rock your boat, boat, boat. I'ma rock that boat all night long, all night long. Yeah. Said I'ma make you feel good, yeah, yeah, like you never should, like you never should. I'ma rock your boat. Said I'ma rock that thing in the boat. Girl, look what you've done to me. Since I've been with you, all I really wanna see is that little thing in the boat. Rock it from side to side and watch it come alive. Whoa, I see it. Whoa, I need it. Said I'ma rock that thing, watch that thing, make it flow. Said I'ma rock your boat. I'm rocking all night long, all night long, long. Said I'ma rock your boat, boat, boat. I'm rocking all night long, yeah. Said I'ma make you feel good, yeah, yeah, like you ever should, yeah. Said I'ma rock your boat. Said I'ma rock that thing in the boat. When I that's all I need. As long as my baby's pleased. It feels good to you. Now I wanna put the wood to you. I got that hardwood, I'ma put it on you. Said I'ma rock your boat. I'm rocking all night long, all night long. Said I'ma rock your boat. I'ma rock your boat. Oh, all night long, all night long. Yeah. Said I'ma make you feel good, like you love it should. Yeah. Said I'ma rock your boat. Said I'ma rock that thing in the boat. Marvin Cease said he was a candy looker. Tyrone Davis said he's gonna kiss you where he miss you. Silk said, let him lick you up and down. Theodis said, he's gonna stand up in it. BRob said, you gotta come up out of them panties. I wanna see that thing in the boat. Said I'ma rock your boat. I'm rocking all night long, all night long. Said I'ma rock your boat. I'ma rock your boat. Yeah, all night long, all night long. Yeah. Said I'ma make you feel good, like you love it should. Yeah. Said I'ma rock your boat. Said I'ma rock that thing in the boat. Oh yeah, baby. I'ma rock that thing in the boat all night. You know what I'm saying? I like when you wiggle in the middle and let me know I hit that spot. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, so when you wiggle in the middle, make me wanna wiggle in the middle, you feel me? Yeah, cause I'ma rock that boat.
Rock the boat.
All right, rock that boat, Doc. That was a little, relatable, and that was a little like real, and we all can relate to that boat rocket. Tell us, tell us, tell us what came across your mind. Who came across your mind? What made you come up with rock that boat? And I know it's a life experience, but
Yes,
come on,
yes, it's
we're
a
gonna let
life
you speak
experience.
about it.
It's a whole lot of life experience behind that one right there. But to be honest with you, I'm a very sexual man, and so
Uh-huh.
that's the reason why I know when y'all listen to my music. I mean, you can tell in there that that's just me, and that's what Hey, I'm a sexual man, so rock that boat, meaning what I'm saying. Hey, we gonna rock out, we gonna do what we do, and we gonna have a good time. You know
It's
what
a
I'm saying?
grown folks thing. It's just a grown
Hey,
folks thing. That's all.
it's a grown folks thing. You know what I'm saying? So hey, when BRob get ready to rock that boat, I'm gonna rock that boat.
They
You
don't
ain't
rock the
leaving
boat,
nothing
don't tip
short
the boat
of
over.
yeah.
Sometimes I tip the boat over. You right. Sometimes
Oh,
that boat go to tip, and I gotta
oh,
take it back up.
oh, ooh.
I think that's why we come on after hours, so because this show is really
Yeah,
not for children.
I know that's right.
It's
Yes,
about for
ma'am.
grown folks. Yes. I
Yeah,
like that. You are definitely a true entertainer, and you definitely have lived up to the sensational artist that you are.
thank
And
you.
I know that I've had the pleasure of watching you do your thing
Yes,
out
ma'am.
there in these music streets. Yes, you have. And folks need to understand that you are already have a multitude of albums that include R&B,
Yes.
blues, side of coast, southern soul music. And now have you really, really, really gotten back to the grind of writing, producing, arranging, and recording more music at this current moment?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. As we
Good.
speak right now, before I even came on the show tonight, yeah, of course I'm sitting in the studio because I was, recording, working on some new material. So,
Okay.
like I say, I'm always, once I get off one grind, I'm on another grind. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
And that's because this is my passion. I love music. I've been doing it all my life, and and this is just my passion. And so,
Yeah.
like I say, once I get off one grind, I'm on another grind. You know what
On
I'm
another
saying?
grind, you got to keep it moving.
Yes, ma'am. So, you be getting calls from, here and there about, production. A lot of people, well, a lot of people didn't really know that I actually played all of those instruments and that I
I
was producing.
didn't. I didn't.
They thought that, because when they would hear me say Chili Red Beats, so they were thinking I'm talking about Chili Red Beats. Yeah, he's a producer down here in Austin, Texas, but it's for rap, trap rap, and stuff like that. But that is my friend. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, he's the one that shoots the majority of my videos. And so,
Okay.
they thinking that I was getting beats from him, but I'm the man behind all of my material.
Hey, now.
I wrote it, played it, arranged it, however you want to put it. You know what I'm
I
saying?
know that's
So,
right.
but yeah, that's because what I enjoy. I enjoy what I do.
And had you not been on the show, myself, Miss Laura, and a whole slew of the world wouldn't have known that. You know
Yes,
what I'm
ma'am. That's
saying?
true. That's the
So
truth.
now I know where I can get some beats from. See,
Hey,
I had no
hey.
idea.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
had no idea. That's
Matter-
why I love this show so much, because I learned so much about people that I love, people that I don't know, people that I've heard about, people
yeah,
that I've seen, people that I performed with. It's
right.
just, I love this show because I learned so much about you guys, and it's
Yeah.
exciting to me, and I hope it's exciting to everybody else out there. And Miss Laura, what you thought about Rock Your Boat?
We okay? Yeah, because we got the collab. We got to collab about something.
That's real talk. I can't wait. I can't, and that's one thing I love. Is collabing with other artists.
Yeah,
Sometimes when you go to and it's not to say anything out the way, but some artists that I meet and we rock the stage together, and they be like before we go to rocking, a lot of them they've heard my music but never seen me actually on stage with them unless I done rock with them. And some
right.
of them, they'll be like, yeah, man, we need to do a song together, this and that, this and that. And of course, I'm exchanging number because I love that. I love the artists. I love what they do as well because everybody got their own style and their own flavor. But then you never hear a word from them. Why? You know what I'm saying? I can't, worry about that. But my
Well,
thing
that one ain't gonna let you pass. But that one right there, over there, what's that where that screen going? She,
but my thing is I love when me and Cass did that song together. Matter of fact, I produced two tracks for Cass, and
okay,
we did Watch Me Do My Thing together, man. We had a great time. But that's just me. I love rocking out and performing with other artists, and if we can collab, oh, that's even better. I love that. That's just me though.
I tell you, nobody comes on this show is a slacker. And
Yeah.
again, when people are booked on this show thus far, y'all have the best of some of the best of independent music artists. Get with these folks. Y'all can make a lot of money on the back end. I have it, all that technical stuff work. I'm telling you. And that one right there, she got your number down. You see her with that pen in her hand. She don't have that pen in her hand for nothing. Everybody come on the show. We gotta do a song together. We gonna do a song together.
Nobody call me. They don't call me.
Well, you normally call them, so.
I ain't playing. I'm not playing. I'm not playing. I am not playing.
I'm
okay?
with. I'm ready. I stay ready.
I'm not playing.
Then y'all playing about that one.
Go ahead to play. Hate the game. I'm not.
She's not playing about that one.
We still gonna make something happen. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I am.
Yeah. I got a couple of people on my list, and you need to be on my list as well. Because I'm sorry, y'all, but I have to eat a cough drop because these old vocals they about as wide as my knees and my ankles.
I know. I'm thirsty. My throat is dry. I keep on like.
Yeah.
I didn't
and
give
I'm
you
just
water, nothing.
crunchy.
I'm gonna say, look, I'm going to put the finger up like we do in church, but I won't do it.
Slide, slide on out of there. Huh?
I won't do it. I
Slide,
won't. I'm so thirsty.
slide out.
I'm telling
Gotta
you.
wet that whistle. Ooh, Lord.
I'm telling you, I have nothing nowhere near me. I'm looking at the table, looking at the remote.
Oh no, and my water back gone. That's why I'm
I
like
don't have
crunching on the
anything, no water. Oh my God, I'm looking
man.
around like, oh,
Ooh,
look, I got,
as
oh
much
boy, I got
as
some.
much as both
Look,
as much as both
look.
of
Can
us
you see
talk.
what I have over here? Look at all this right here. Oh, I got one bottle I can open.
Oh yeah, you got plenty. I got plenty.
I'm so thirsty. And my mouth is starting so dry. Oh my God. I was like, she's not saying anything. Because she's not saying anything. Now choked up.
Man,
I'm choked up.
look at here.
I mean, my
As,
throat is dry.
as much as I talk and as much as she talk and as much as we sing, child, I don't even see how we even got anything left up in here.
Mine had been really bad, Jazz. I mean, I couldn't hardly sing at all. I'm serious. Mine
Oh,
was
I
just
know.
starting to get better.
She's went
I'm
through
on
more trauma.
oxygen.
She's
I'm
went
on
through more
oxygen.
trauma with her vocals than me.
I've had to get on my oxygen every night to sleep with the oxygen because mine had been so bad. So it's
Yeah.
starting to get better because I hadn't been on the oxygen, and now that I am, it's getting better.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
I sleep with a humidifier right here,
Yeah.
almost right here,
Yeah.
because otherwise I would be so nasal and so messed up with
Yeah.
with my vocals. And right now
When
I'm
you
sitting
come
in
and get
front
some
of.
oxygen, it'll help you.
And see, that's like me too. That's my
I never
allergy.
I don't like oxygen.
Yeah, my
For some
allergy.
reason, I don't like oxygen. When I was in the hospital, I used to take it off. They put that back on, Miss Baker. I don't want this on my face.
It's helping me. It really is helping me in the night.
Really?
I do it. I've been doing it every night, and it seemed to be helping me because I was like couldn't hardly. I mean, I couldn't screech out a note. It was so
Wow.
bad. Yeah, I was really bad. And I was to run to
Yeah.
the doctor and tell him, look, you got to do something. I sing. You got to do something.
Yeah,
Dr.
me and
Baker
her
was
got
like,
those Barry White kind of voices anyway. We dang that sound like a man when we talking.
oh yeah, when somebody calls on the phone, they'd be like, sir. I'd be like, excuse me, I'm not a sir.
I think some people be looking to see if I have an Adam's apple. I'll be so deep when I talk.
Oh my, I know, right? Looking at me like, okay, sir. But over the phone, I probably do. I said I probably sound like a man over the phone.
Yeah, I had a friend from California.
Until I go jamming with Jazzie Baker, WNQC1 Music Channel 1 every Tuesday night. Yes, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Now, I do not sound like a man.
Yeah, that's it.
How about that?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Yes.
That's my live teleprompter.
Okay. Now, so there.
My friends, I have many guy friends, and we just friends, and we hang on the phones a lot. And they would tell me, you know what, Jazz, you sleep? I'm like, no, I'm not sleep. I'm fully awake. Well, you need to take that bass out your voice because I feel like I'm talking to a man. I'm like, look at here, leave me alone. Just leave me alone. But anyways, we're gonna give the folks another taste of what
Yes,
BRob is working with. We are going to play. We're gonna come back and chop it up about this one. It's called Booty Rolling.
oh, there it is.
And they get up. Okay, I'll give me sit down. Okay, let's sit down.
You just booty roll.
I never tell Laura what I'm gonna play with her music or anybody's music. I never tell nobody what I'm gonna play.
She doesn't.
You only know
Surprise,
when I get ready to announce it. Yeah.
Oh, that's what's up. Yeah, that's surprise.
But I do need for y'all to go and look BRob up on all digital platforms. Support his music. He got some new stuff coming out. This stuff is, been in there. It's still making people dance. It's still making money on the digital platform scene, but he has some new stuff. Y'all go check him out. But we're gonna let y'all get a taste of Booty Rolling, and then we're gonna come back and he's gonna let us know where that song came from. We'll be right back. And we're gonna support another one of my favorite business owners, black owned business out in Missouri City, who I've had the opportunity to play out there for the last 2 months now. Not every Friday, but every once a month. I've been there 3 times already. So hey, I want to support him. He did a little infomercial for me, and I'm gonna let y'all hear it, and then we're gonna go right into booty call. So we'll be right back, everybody. Don't go nowhere.
Booty call.
Great tasting food at Big Mama's Home Cooking. Times vary, but open 7 days a week. A family-owned establishment that offers the best of foods and a complete open bar service. Live music entertainment every Friday from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. with some of Houston's hottest music performing artists. Large and spacious area for all of your events. Located at 8731 Highway 6, Suite 100 in Missouri City, Texas. Come and enjoy the best of great tasting food at Big Mama's Home Cooking. Times vary, but open 7 days a week.
Well, my computer is doing whatever it want to do. Y'all, we about to stream Booty Call. We'll come back to that commercial in just a second.
Ladies, it really shouldn't matter whether you got a big booty, a little bitty booty, a itty bitty booty, or a flat booty. As long as you work what you got and make it do what it do, BRob just wanna see you keep that booty rolling. Girl, let me see that booty roll. Let it roll. Yeah, out of control, out of control. Yeah. Fire. I wanna see you make that booty roll. Oh yeah, let it roll, let it roll, let it roll. Oh. Hey, sexy with them big brown eyes and the big old thighs. Turn around and let me see what you're working with. Hey, where you backing that thing up, dropping it low to the floor, baby, hold up. I wanna see you on the dance floor. I wanna see you make that booty roll. Let it roll, let it roll, let it roll. Yeah, yeah, out of control, out of control. You got that fire. Hey, make that booty roll, let it roll, let it roll, let it roll, let it roll. Oh, y'all done put that thing on me. This girl, you're so sexy. The way you're rolling that thing makes me wanna turn up, grip that booty while I sing. You know I'm full of that heat, that Hennessy, and I'm about to go in. I'm about to go in. Watching you roll it, roll it, roll it, roll it, roll it. Yeah. Let it roll, let it roll, let it roll. Yeah. Roll it out of control, out of control. Fire. You got that fire, babe. I want to make that booty roll. Let it roll, 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 let it roll. I see you rolling that thing. Girl, I know what to do with it. So won't you go and get loose with it? Work some, twerk some, yeah. Ooh, you're killing me softly. Watching you roll that booty in front of me. Girl, put it on me. Ooh, watching you roll and swing. I like the way you do your thing. Girl, I wanna see how you put that thing on me. Girl, let me roll. Let it roll, out of control, yeah. Fire, fire, oh, oh. Make that booty roll, let it roll, let it roll,
bitty booty, make it roll, girl. Make it roll, make it roll. If you got a flat booty, make it roll. Yeah, make it roll. If you got a pancake booty, make it roll, girl. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let it roll, let it roll. Let it roll. Ooh, wee, wee. Out of control. Out of control. Baby, you got that fire. I wanna see you let it roll. Let it roll, let it roll, let it roll, let it roll. Oh, baby, let it roll, yeah. Baby, let it roll, let it roll, let it roll. Oh, you only work what you got, and baby, don't stop. Work that thing, keep rolling, 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 rolling.
Hey now.
Oh yeah.
Booty roll.
Booty,
If
little
you
booty.
got a pancake
Fat
booty, let
booty.
it roll.
Okay.
I love
You gotta work
I
what you
love
got.
it.
You just
Whatever
you
you
should
were
have said
given,
the
work
big
what
Texas
you
booty.
got. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever, however it's shaped, just let it roll. That's
Let it
all.
roll. It don't matter. Whatever you working with, whatever you were given, do what you do with it.
Let everybody know who had the opportunity to collab with you on that one. And I heard that guitar. Was that you?
Yeah, no, that right there was Daddy I.
Okay.
Daddy I think that's how you can look him up. That's all I've ever called him was Daddy I. I think his real name is Ivan. Ivan. I'm out to, I play with a lot of
So
different band members
many.
that I play right. So, but his name is Daddy I. Man, one of the best guitars I've ever heard. He's played with Kingfish and all a lot
Oh
like
wow.
yeah, he's traveled and played with a lot of
Kingfish is
great like
awesome.
Johnny Taylor, just some little Milton. He didn't play with all of those guys. He's from
Wow.
originally from Chicago, and his name is Daddy I. And my uncle James, he's the one that puts my band together. Well, he's the one that put the band together when I have a band playing behind me. His
Hmm.
name is James Jones, one of the baddest bass players I've ever heard. My uncle James
Wow.
Jones. And so, yeah, I had got with them. I'm like, man, we got to do something together because I come up watching them at a very young age, watching my uncle them in the club. We were too young to be in the club, but, we was up
Right.
there with mom and daddy, so it was cool.
It's all right.
Yeah, but, I come up on real live music from the church and then
Yeah.
watching my uncle them, do their thing. And then it was a blessing for me to get to, the age that I was and have them playing for me. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And so, I mean, yeah, we had a good time with this song.
That's a fun song, and again, it's relatable, and that's what makes music enjoyable when it's relatable. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yes,
You start making music about some nobody know what the heck you talking about. You never experienced it.
yeah,
It's just to me a bunch of noise. But if I
right.
can relate to it
Yes,
and it's grooving, hey, it becomes my favorite. I really don't care too much what it's saying. If it's relatable,
yeah, there it is.
yeah.
Yeah.
So Laura, what when you did the booty roll?
When did I do the booty roll? When did I do the booty roll? Friday night. No, Sunday. Sunday.
You did your booty roll Sunday.
Well, I know I did. I know I did it Friday night at Whiskey River.
Again, I tried to do a booty roll Friday, but my knees and my back and my ankle said, "You better not try it, or you gonna be on your booty on the floor." I like
Oh
that
man.
song. It's a nice little key song. It really is. The
Yeah.
instruments on that song is phenomenal.
Yes,
Phenomenal. The music is, oh my gosh.
yes, yes. And like
Yeah.
I had Daddy I was on the lead guitar, and my Uncle James was playing the bass guitar, and of course I,
Wow.
played everything else in there. So
Right. Oh
hmm
man. That's a nice little song. That's nice. I like it. I
yeah, we
really
had
do.
fun. We really had a lot of fun.
Yeah. Yeah, but you are that phenomenal performer, and I see you going so much further up, up, up now that you back in the game and you grinding
Yeah,
with your music stuff, and we see you out there. Again, everybody, please go and support independent music artists. We all need you to support us. It only costs you 99 cents. I don't think they went up too much on Spotify and all those other digital platforms that you can download these artists' music. Even if you just download it one time, that's $1. If a million people
yes, that's
just
true.
download, what
Mm.
is $1? You spend that.
Exactly.
I mean, we waste $1. We
Yeah,
waste $5. We waste $500. Come
right,
on now, you can spare 99 cents on supporting independent music artists. Go on YouTube, put a like on their videos. It doesn't matter whether it's your favorite song or your favorite artist. Just go and support the independent music artist somewhere, somehow on digital platform. It means a lot to those of us that are trying to bring you good music to listen to.
yeah.
Okay? That's all of that. Miss Laura, do you have any lasting words for the audience? Because we're going to let Mr. BRob get off so he can go do this other main grind that's was keeping them lights on behind him.
B-Rob, I just have one question. Okay, so
Yes,
when are you gonna do a gospel CD?
you know what? My sister had asked me, but it's already been in my, I've been thinking about it. It's like, how can I put them on a journey as
Mhm.
far as, it's like I'm going around and I asked God for this journey. So he's taking
Right,
me on this journey and I'm coming around. A lot of people don't know, but this it's my journey. Everybody have their own journey. And
right.
once I come back to my stop, that's when because once I do this gospel album, that's I know what God has for me to do. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing I would never run from because he's been too good to me. So,
I
but
know that's right.
that gospel album will be coming though. I can't. I'm not gonna put a date on it because, like I say, I'm on a journey, and when I come back around to that stop, then hey, that's what it's about.
That's
Hmm.
it. That's it right there.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else, Miss Laura?
I feel it. I feel it. I do. I feel that. I feel that. I mean, I never did meet your mother, but I could feel her, and
Yes.
I
Hmm.
feel her presence. You know,
Yes.
Exactly.
it's
Exactly.
all
Me
over
too.
you.
Yes.
It's on the top, underneath, all around, to
Hmm.
the left, to the back, and the front. It's all over you. It's all over you.
Yeah,
Like,
Yes,
I
like
ma'am.
can
it's
feel
all
it.
over you.
You're right.
And
You're right. I
she
feel
sent it
it.
to
I
see
mean,
you.
I feel it. I know it. Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
and this is my first time. I'm not sure if I never physically. I don't think we met,
Right. Right.
but I feel like we've been knowing each other for such a long time. But
I
it's
feel.
nobody
I
but
feel the
God,
same way.
you know.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, and you're just so pleasant, and you're just such you're a gentleman. It's just awesome, you know.
Yeah,
And you have a
Thank
long way to go. You know,
you.
you're covered by His blood, and
yeah.
His
Yes.
blood still
Yes.
works. And it's just, tomorrow I'm going to go to right there. I'm going to go to Fallbrook and see Ricky Dillard, the choir master. And I'm
Oh.
just like, yeah, it's free.
Hmm.
It's free. They have Christmas in July. And
Okay.
it's
Okay.
Yeah.
last week was Leander Johnson, and the
Uh
week
huh.
before that was Karen Clark Shears. Oh my
Yeah. Oh
God, I got to get it
man,
in.
that's
Like I got to get it in. I don't know why. I could just see you there though,
Oh
and I
yeah,
know that
that's
well,
what's
God
up.
Yeah.
has a lot in store for you, and you're doing His will though. You're doing the will that your mother has. Your mother and father. You speak so highly of them, and
Yes.
Hmm.
you kind of I got kind of remind me of me, because about speaking about your mother and your
Yes.
father, because my mother was a gospel singer, and I told
Yes.
Jazzie the story about how when my mother would sing "Precious Lord," and I was a
Yes.
little girl, and and they would say, Mrs. Sims, will you please come up here and render us the A and B selection? When you played the piano, but I went up there to the front pew, and I would sit there, and my mouth would be like, and I said one day they would say, Miss Sims, would you please come up here and render us an A and B selection? Here I
Oh.
am. So your
Oh.
testimony is just so awesome,
Yes.
and I just
Yes.
Yeah.
love it, and it just
Yeah.
warms my heart,
Yeah.
and I
And that.
just
Yeah.
continue to doing what you're doing, and I just know that we're going to do something together.
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am. We're definitely gonna do something together.
We are.
for sure.
We
Yeah.
are.
And I can't wait. I love that.
I'm serious. We are.
Can't
We
wait.
really are.
Yes, ma'am.
Can't
And
wait.
I just want to say this because I had you mixed up with somebody else.
That's what I
did.
wanted to know. Who was that?
It's the guy's name. His name is BRob.
Oh, you
Oh.
talking about that other BRob that's on YouTube?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
I
you
was
know,
like,
I think it's
yeah,
like
and he has some great
three
music,
or B-Robs on there.
huh?
I
Yeah,
think
it's
it's
quite
like
a few
3 or 4
BRob.
B-Robs on there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's who I thought. That's who I thought it was. And
Oh, okay.
and yeah, he's like, I don't know if he's from Jamaica or somewhere because he has like an accent, a little bit of an accent,
I
but he has
think
some
so.
really really good music. He's
Yeah,
really
and I
good.
don't know.
You
Now,
guys kind of favor just a little bit though, because you're like
oh,
the
for real?
yes. I thought it was you. And I was
Oh,
like, ooh, I couldn't wait. I wrote down some songs and stuff that I got some questions for the songs. I was like, ooh, and I was like, no, this is
That's
not
not
the same guy. This is not him. But I think I've seen this guy before as well. But I'm just so glad. I'm just so
yeah.
glad to be in your presence. Thank
But
you.
look, y'all, look,
Thank you, Lord.
everybody. That's why, cause she was so quiet tonight, and I had to ask her to talk, cause she done downloaded the wrong information on the wrong person.
But that's all right though, because
It's okay.
but God,
That's okay,
but God.
cause
Yeah.
we always fill it in. We always get the job done. So
Yes.
hey, it's all right. But I thought that was funny. I said, why
Yeah.
she so quiet tonight?
Right. I was like, yeah, But you said resurrection or something. I knew that. Okay, well, I was like, okay, no, but I said like now I know who he is. I
Yeah.
was like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been fun. I really, 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 really do appreciate you, BRob. Y'all, if you can't find him under the BRob, find him under Bobby Roberson BRob.
Don't do
Okay.
me. Yeah, don't do what I did. Okay.
It's not that.
Uh-uh.
If he got an accent, that's not the right BRob. And I'm not
Right.
saying you can't support that BRob either, but this is the BRob we want y'all to go support. Okay. Bobby Roberson.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
that's it. Bobby BRob Roberson. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
And we any last words that you want to give and say to the audience, BRob, let some inspiring person that's out there trying to pursue music or anything you want to say, give us some of your final last words.
Yes, ma'am. Miss Jazz, first I want to thank you for the opportunity and for
You're
what
so
you're doing
welcome.
to bring us on. Miss Sims, thank y'all for what y'all are doing to bring artists on here to expose us and put us out there so the world will know who we are. Thank y'all so much for that.
Oh, you're
And
so welcome.
on top of that, like I say, to anyone, if it's your passion, as far as music goes or whatever it may be that you do, continue to do what you do, continue to work on your craft and continue to get better at whatever you do, but never stop, because the day you stop, it may be your breakthrough, may have been the next day, the next hour, the next minute, you
That's
never
right.
know. So like I say, continue to do what you do, and if you love what you do, it doesn't matter what no one else says. You continue to do you, be you, and not only that, be good and love on the ones that love on you.
That's right. That's right. Love. And sometimes you got to love on them that don't love on you. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yep,
it could be a blessing in that too. Hey,
that's right. Yes, ma'am. And that's
Yes.
I've
you
witnessed
know?
that. Yes, ma'am. Plenty of times. Yep.
Yes, yes. Well, everybody, you have had the opportunity to get to know more about yet another awesome, awesome independent music artist, Mr. Bobby BRob Robinson. We are going to, yes, y'all heard some of his music. We had so much fun. If you missed any parts of this segment, it is downloaded on YouTube. You can always go back and watch it on 3 of my pages: Jazzie Baker, JBMCQ1 Music Channel, and Sisters and Brothers with Voices is one of my other pages. And of course, again, StreamYard, LinkedIn, and YouTube is all there. You can go back and recap it anytime you need to or want to. Every last one of my artists that's been on this show since we started, you can find them still recapped somewhere. And we're gonna roll out tonight with with one of BRob's sexy singles, because what we normally do is take the audience into the night and get them prepared to go on to sleep and, do what they do. So we're going to ask you to tell us a little bit about Baby, I Fell in Love.
Oh, that one right there. I had a good time making it. At that time, it was kind of, I was kind of reminiscing back in the gap. I think I had just graduated high school, and it was something like, I was reminiscing and talking about things that, me and her was talking, going back and forth. And I had, I called myself a player at that time, so you know what I'm saying? Hey, I was moving around, doing a lot of shaking and moving. And I actually, when she got pregnant with my son, and then it's like, man, I actually just fell in love. That's, and I mean, I wasn't, used to, I was just used to doing what I wanted to do, but I actually fell in love for the first time. I felt with, with her, and that's how, I wrote the song, "Baby, I Fell in Love." You know what I'm saying? So
All
that's what
right.
it come
That's a
from.
cute little story. I like that story
Yeah,
because you know what? We never know
yeah,
when we gonna fall in love with somebody. You know what I'm saying? And
that's
we could
right.
be out there just doing our thing, and all of a sudden that bug will bite you. You be like, "Whoop, what
Yep.
happened?"
Yep, yep, you're right about that. Yeah, we're not
And
together now, but it happened then.
yeah. It happened. You know what I'm saying? Is yet
Yeah,
it's another relatable song that people can relate to,
right.
and it tells a story, and it tells a part of your story, and that's what make music great. It's when someone can do a part of their lives.
That is the
Tell a
truth.
part of their story, and I really enjoyed listening to it. I say, "Ooh, that's a good one to end the night with," what we call snuggle up song.
Yes, ma'am. But all of my music that I write, all of my songs that I've written is my life story.
Right.
Every last one of them.
And
I
you
lived
can
it. I
tell.
did that. Yes, ma'am.
You can tell because they're very, very well put together. They are very well explained. They're very well relatable. Like I keep saying, that they're so relatable.
Yes.
I know if you are my age or even if you're 50-ish, you can relate to some of the things that you talk about in your songs because we all been there and
Right.
done that, you
Yes,
know?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Well, I
Yep.
thank you guys. Thank you, Miss Laura, for
Thank you.
um
I truly
coming
enjoyed
on.
myself tonight,
Now that she got the right B-roll.
as every Tuesday.
Thank you again as well, Miss Laura. I have enjoyed both of y'all, Miss Jazz. Now, like I say, thank you again for
You're
this
so
platform,
welcome.
this time, and keep doing what you're doing. I mean, it's much needed, and I'm
I'm
pretty sure
trying.
everyone appreciates
And well, I appreciate everybody for
it.
loving on me back and allowing me to love on you because some people don't allow you to love them. And I
Yeah.
appreciate every last one of you guys allowing me to love you because that's what I like to do. I like to love on people,
Yes.
and that is reciprocated means the world to me. It
Yes.
really does. The people that leave the comments, that leave the likes and
Right.
the shares, I appreciate you guys out there. Don't ever think that I am not grateful
Yeah.
for what you do to help this platform get out there to other people so they can see who these people are. I'm telling you, don't nobody come on here that ain't got no talent. I'm telling you, I'm talking ebonics. Don't nobody come over here that don't got no talent. Okay.
Hmm.
So I love you guys. We're going to roll out. Have a blessed night, you two. And I love you with all of my heart. I really do. And mwah, good night. Y'all
Yes.
stay safe and sleep well, and blessings cover you too. All right.
All right.
Good night.
Good night, y'all.
All right, everybody. We're going to take y'all into the night. We are at that snuggle up time. It's been so much fun and such a pleasure to have BRob and Miss Laura Sims on with me tonight. And you already know I continue to wish all of you guys, my artists, for being here, all of God's best, best, best. Again, thank you for being here. I love you guys. And keep rising, keep shining, artists. Keep doing what you do. Don't stop. Tonight was all about Bobby BRob Roberson. Y'all go and support. He is on all digital platforms. Y'all know how we do it over here at JBMCQ1, Jamming with Jazzie. Catch that vibe. That vibe is love and support each other. Okay? Blessings to all of you. Go ahead, snuggle up with your pet, your doll, your significant other, your pillow, or whatever. Just snuggle up with and have an awesome night. We're going to leave you guys with BRob's single, Snuggle Up song rather, and it is a single. Baby, I fell in love. We will see you guys back here next week, which is already, I think, August the 1st, if I'm not mistaken. Next Tuesday. And man, July flew by super, super fast. But we're going to have yet another great independent music artist next Tuesday, August the 1st. And we'll try to tune in. And we just thank y'all for tuning in. I love you. I love all of you. Good night.
Say my love. Yeah. I remember the first time I laid eyes on you. Oh. We had that connection, and I knew you were the one for me. The way you walk, the way you talk, and that sexy look. Everything about you was just so sexy to me. There's no better feeling than making love to my love. Baby, I fell in love. I fell in love. I fell in love. I fell in love with you. Said I fell in love with you, baby. Said you got your hooks in me. You got your hooks. You got your hooks in me. And there is nothing I can do. There is nothing. 'Cause I'm so in love with you. Ever since I laid my eyes on you, I knew you were the one for me. Even Ray Charles could see. See, I've been longing for someone that I could share my whole life with. It was you, baby, it was you. I fell in love. I fell in love. I fell in love. I fell in love with you. I fell in love with you, baby. Said you got your hooks in me. Said you got your hooks so far up in me. There is nothing I can do. There is nothing. I'm in love. I'm in love. Said I like everything about you. You're so sexy, baby, in every way. And you show me every day that our love is real, is real. Said I never thought that I would find another love like you. Because you're one of a kind. And you're mine, you're mine, you're mine. Said I fell in love, 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 love. I fell in love with you. Oh, 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 you got your hooks way up in there, baby. Oh, oh. There is nothing, nothing with you. Oh, good love, good love. That's what you be giving me every day and every night. While I shake your walls loose, let me see you loose. Said there's no better feeling than making love to my baby. is nothing I can do, and there is nothing